Hello everyone. So today I'm going to be unboxing this massive Japanese Mercari order. This is actually 11 separate orders in one, so I just bundled it all together and shipped it all at once, and it was easily the most expensive thing I've ever shipped. But I'm very excited for what's inside here. Looks like there's a little bit of damage on the side here. I don't think that affected anything inside, but we will find out. Trying to see the best way to get into this. Looks like right over here. So I might wait a second just until some other people get here. I will make sure that this stays up on the channel afterwards so that everybody can watch it if they miss the live stream. But I'm very excited for what's in here. There's some cool stuff that I was able to find. I got really lucky on one thing in particular, and I'll probably save that for the very end. So if you're here, say hi. I think it shows me the chat on my phone, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm still very new to live streaming, so let's see. So in the meantime, I did get, there we go. Okay, thanks, I rotated my phone. Is it working for y'all? Can y'all see that? Feeling like a boomer. I probably should have had my laptop up so that I could see what it looks like on there. Is it because it's showing me a little icon. It says rotation is locked, rotate device back. And it's like covering up most of the screen here. So I'm like, do I need to worry about that, or is it just wrong? Let me know. Is it still broadcasting properly? I think it is. I mean, it says it's still live and it's still ticking up, so. Anyways, so I'll just keep going. If it's got a problem, say something in the chat, and I think I can read it here. I see Chuck said, sounds good. Seems fine. Okay, perfect. Thank you. So yesterday I got a Bricklink order in. It had one of these guys. Had to get a rock monster. That was not the reason I went to the store, but when they had one, I was like, well, I want that, so I got it. And then the reason I got it was for these little dudes. As of recently, I've been on a Dino Attack kick because it was one of my favorite themes as a kid. Well, maybe not favorite, but it was very unique. And I had several of them growing up, and so I regretted selling them probably like 6 or 7 years back now at this point. And they're still relatively cheap for other themes that are almost 20 years old at this point. So I wanted to go ahead and get them all again since it's a cheap theme to get, since there's only 5 sets. And these 3, which ones is it? It's these 3 that are for the Humvee set are related to what's in that package there. So I had to get these separately. And then additionally, off of eBay, or sorry, Bricklink, I got the smallest set in the line sealed. So I'm pumped about this one. This one was always one of my favorites just because it was so much like value packed into such a small box. I love these little lizard dino guys, and I love the little the ATV build, just real cute. So, all right, enough of that. Those are the 2 orders that I got last night, and now we'll get into the reason that y'all are here, which is this. I'll flip the camera around just so I don't have to be sitting in front of it the whole time. Let me make sure I can see the package, and I'll probably like try and hide the big reveal till the end because there's one that I'm very excited about. All right, having to use the bed as a tripod. Very professional around here. Also, if you can't hear me because I'm like too far away from the mic, just let me know. But we'll get into this. I think I can get in from the side here. I really don't want to damage anything in here, since there's actually, I think there's 1 sealed set. There we go. That seems to work. Yeah, I did not expect this package to be this big. So we'll see what all is in here. So I paid for the extra protective packaging, and let me see if it's easy to see on camera. Are you all able to see? Let me know. Yeah, it's still doing the orientation is locked thing. I don't know what that's about. So inside here, I paid for the extra protective packaging just so that it wouldn't get damaged in transit. So these are all the little packages. This one right here is the big reason that this was so expensive, but we'll save that for the end. So the packaging from this place is always really nice. I appreciate the way that they do that. And it's only like $10 extra to get it all like double wrapped internally like that. Which when it's coming from Japan, I don't want to take any chances with it. Alright, so we'll start here, I suppose. Oh, I know what this is, yeah. I forgot I even got this. So here we have, this was just one little thing by itself. You know, I'm gonna turn this around just so that I can see the viewfinder while I'm doing this, because I don't want to have to keep going behind it. So this is a little Rock Raiders pamphlet from Japan. I believe somebody in the LEGO research realm has already scanned this, so it's not like new to be scanned, but I just didn't own it, and it was a couple bucks, so I was like, yeah, I'll get that. Everything's really overpackaged, which is great. I very much appreciate it. So here we go. Just some like cool advertising shots. They probably use some of these in the North American catalogs and all that. But the reason I really wanted to get it was there's this like sample comic kind of going on here, which I think some people in the research realm were saying that this is combined shots from some of the set comics, but just cool to have. And it's got some actual like text on there. And then a little bio of the characters. So that was just a neat little thing. It was cheap, so I threw it in there. And then we've got some more catalog related things, and I know all this packaging is probably going to be really loud, but apologies in advance for that. Perfect. Alright, so here's another cool little bit of paraphernalia I got. So not exactly Lego sets, but we've got some Japanese catalogs from like the early 2000s, which, I mean, obviously since that's when I grew up, that was my era. Like Alpha Team, Deep Freeze, some of my faves. So let's get these out and we'll take a look at the covers. And I have so many like North American catalogs too that I'll definitely be comparing these to see if, you know, how much is different. I'm sure that they're entirely different, but they probably use some of the same imagery and some of the same activities and whatnot, but I'm sure that they're laid out entirely differently with a whole bunch of different text and all that. So this is the 2005, it looks like probably January 2005, or at least, oh, there we go, something on it. But yeah, so early 2005, I would imagine. And then we've got, oh, this is cool, World Club. So I believe that's the international version of these catalogs. So we've got Harry Potter here, 2001. Yeah, it looks like that's the month, if I had to guess. And then Knight's Kingdom, and we saw on the back Titan XP. Love that set. I really need to get that one again. I had it as a kid, but sold it because I don't know why I do that. I regret it every time. Just some Bionicle 2004. So what's interesting I noticed is that these are like a year behind. So like Alpha Team being 2005, that was a 2004 wave. This is like 2003 Bionicle, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe they just were later to release in Japan. So let's see. And then, oh, that's cool. So 2004 Star Wars. And I believe this was actually 2004, or this might have been late 2003. I can't remember. I know they did this was the wave where they had the black box and then the blue box as well. So it might have spanned across 2003 and 2004. And then we've got Racers, so 2004. A lot of cool stuff in here. And then some more magazines. So it looks like these are all magazines. I wasn't sure if there's any catalogs in here. I really like the catalogs because you get to see the prices, especially internationally. So sports, so 2003. And then, oh, look at that. I love that. Johnny Thunder, Orient Expedition. That's really cool. I love that art. And then we've got the robots from 2003. I really love that set too. And then some more Bionicle. And all these are in just amazing condition. I mean, generally, for the most part, with Japanese stuff, it's like the most pristine condition you've ever seen in your life, or it's like sun faded and destroyed and disgusting, and there's like no in between. So it's really like a complete toss up about what kind of quality you'll get from Japan. There's no like slightly worn stuff in Japan. It's all either just garbage that should be thrown out, or like they've never touched it and I don't know why. So that's just from my experience of importing a lot of stuff. And then, so, I mean, the magazines are cool and stuff, but that's not the main reason I got this lot. I'll show you that in a second there. But here is so this is 2002, so Deep Sea Alpha Team Wave 2. Soccer. It's really making me nervous that it's got that gray tint on my camera, but I assume since Chuck said it was good, we're still good to go. So, one of the best Star Wars sets of all time. Still no remake. Bounty Hunter Pursuit. They need to make another one of those. Although this holds up remarkably well. And then, I think, did we see that earlier? Maybe I'm crazy. No, we had a different Harry Potter. So we had year 1 and year 2. It looks like, yeah, 2001, 2002. That's really cool. All right. And then last year, this was what I was so stoked about. Look at this, World Club sticker sheets. So we've got like just cut out logos, like Alpha Team logo, World Club Studios, Star Wars by itself, giant Lego logos, soccer, just some cute little art of like the 90s figures, so like Paradisa looking stuff, or 2000, early 2000s town. And then we've got some sports. So Play On, looks like the black one had been already used. We've got like Mindstorms, Alpha Team, Spybotics, Orient Expedition. Oh, I love that as a sticker. That's so cool. Bionicle, Clickbrick, which I don't even know what that is. And then Clickbrick, Satellite, never heard of those. I think I already said Spybotics, but I love that. So I'll have to look into that. And then look at this. Oh my gosh, I'm so stoked. These are so cool. So all the Orient Expedition characters here, or maybe not all of them, but a ton of them. More Orient Expedition logos, Lego logos, club cards, Tigera. Like, how cool is that? I'm so stoked. And even more, it just keeps going. So we've got Bionicle, cute little like icons. These remind me of the Lego video game icons. And I'd never seen any of this before. So I think it was all the catalogs and everything was like $15. And I was like, absolutely, I want that. So, yeah, these remind me of like the Lego Star Wars icons, you know, where they got the little outline, the ring outline. Some Knights Kingdom, Skittle Knights, and just some generic bricks, some like generic pirates and town guys. And then lastly here we've got Knights Kingdom, so more Knights Kingdom. It looks like this is Wave 2 Knights Kingdom. So they've got their newer armor there and emblems. Are these like Vizirac? I don't crucify me for my lack of Bionicle knowledge, but that's like 2003, 2004 era Bionicle. And I think that's it. So yeah, it's like 5 sticker sheets plus all the catalogs. I mean, I'd be an idiot to not get that, so had to get them. Stoked about that. And I love collecting the catalogs too. And like if any of those aren't scanned on archive, I'll try to get to it. It is a little time consuming to scan them just because I don't have like one of the scanners that you can scan both pages at once, so I gotta like manually crop everything. But I mean, it's worth it if it's stuff that's not online anywhere, so I'll get to it. So let's keep going. In here, it's great because even I don't know. Oh, okay, so this is the one thing in here that's not actually Lego, but it was so cool I had to get it. Because my favorite console is the N64, so I saw this on Mercari, and if I can open it, wow, I mean, it's just so well packaged, everything in here. There we go. So it's got this little outer sleeve, which is cool to see. And you've got the, honestly, that's like Ultra 64 era promotional art. It looks like they just replaced the logo with Nintendo 64. So these are some Mario 64 playing cards. Check that out. Very cool. So again, this is like less than $10, so I was like, yeah, I want that. I'm very easily entertained by knickknacks, especially stuff that didn't release over here. So that was the one non-Lego thing that I got in my order. Next up, this one looks like a small one. Yeah, this is just some Rock Raiders parts, but one crucial part that I really wanted. You can get it out here. So what I'm doing right now is I'm currently revisiting the prototype and game model Rock Raider sets just to make sure I didn't miss anything, reevaluating the way that I reverse engineered those, and I'm finding some pieces that I'm missing based on changes I would make today. And so some of that is like printed parts, and so it can be kind of annoying to find a bunch of this kind of stuff on Bricklink, just because a lot of sellers don't have these in multiple quantities. So I found a listing on Japanese Mercari that had like all this printed stuff, and crucially this guy right here, which has become very hard to find on Bricklink. And so I know that some of the stuff that I'm making might change and need one of these, so I just wanted to have an extra one on hand. And that was basically it. I mean, it was literally like $4 for all that, so I was like, yeah, I want those. So on to the next one. And this looks to be basically the same thing. So this was another random lot of pieces. And you know what? I'm pretty sure this one actually came from Satoe Samu on Instagram. So if you're not following him on Instagram, you definitely should. He's a Japanese builder that makes a lot of vintage style MOCs. He always has like a cool yellow background, and he uses mostly part era or like era appropriate parts. And he does a lot of builds on like raised base plates and stuff. So I saw that he was selling stuff on Mercari, and I was like, oh, no way. And so he had another one of these, as well as like partial Rock Raiders minifigure, kind of a conglomeration of everybody there, but always good to have extra Rock Raiders figures for, you know, creating the displays like I brought to a con a couple years ago. We've got a docks in there. And another important piece here, these little the headlamp bricks in dark turquoise. They're getting more expensive and hard to find, so anytime I can find unique parts that I know I would use for Rock Raider MOCs, I always jump on that. So appreciate Satoe Osamu for listing that for a reasonable price. Pick that up and it will go into my MOCs. And I know I haven't done a video on all my prototype builds yet. I need to do that at some point. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. And then, oh, I completely forgot about these. So this right here, I am stoked about. This is the last 4 ninja sets that I don't have. So I actually did have these 2 as a kid that I got on eBay like forever ago. And then I was missing the other 2. So this one's the one with the like robber and the samurai. So it's missing the box for the samurai, but that's fine. It's got all the instructions in here. And so I finally was able to find a whole lot of all 4 of them for a decent price. And it also had the little combiner instructions. So that's something that is kind of important for me when I'm looking to buy these Japanese kabaya sets. And so it's got the like how to build the 4 combiner set in there. Which, again, if these aren't scanned, I'll scan those. But yeah, so just these little kabaya promo sets, I love them. And that officially completes my ninja line, like an original ninja line, 1998, because I have like all the character card ones, and I have the 8 kabaya promo now, the kabaya promos now, and all the mainline sets as well. So that's everything. So I'll definitely get those built, get them on display, and probably take a picture of all the ninja stuff together. So stoked about that. Oh, and inside the boxes here, They have combo builds for like the 1 and 2 set combo builds. So like you can combine them, and it shows on the back there the different models that you can make. So again, if these aren't scanned, I know Brock the Archivist scans a lot of these Kabaya boxes. I'll check to see if he has these ones. If not, I'll get them scanned as well. So that's another portion. We're about halfway through on the orders here, so we're making good progress. Oh, this is the one, man, I was a little worried. So we'll go here next. Yeah. So it looks like there's 2 orders in here. So the first one here is the Granite Grinder, everybody's favorite. And this one I mainly got just as a condition upgrade for mine. I think because it looks like basically everything on here is just a little bit of dirt, but it's better condition than the one that I have now. And I mean, look at this. They even like wrapped the drill separately so that it wouldn't get damaged in transit. How amazing is that? Let me see if it's a nice silver on there, because these are always the first to wear. And these are also, like, everything exclusive for Rock Raiders is getting real hard to find lately. It's just like, I mean, this is close to like a $10 part now. Hey Kyle, how large is the order? How many sets? Bricks? Seems like a huge box. Yeah, it's a very huge box. Most of it is packaging because I've imported it from Japan, so I didn't want to have any of it damaged in transit, especially because there's 2 like kind of fragile items in here. It's 11 separate orders, but some of them are real small. Like, you know, that's a whole order in and of itself, but when you combine it like this, you can get it shipped a lot cheaper. But yeah, I mean, it's sets wise, there's like 4 or 5 sets in here, so not a whole lot, but it's a bunch of random stuff that's like Japanese exclusive that you can't find over here. So this one right here is a condition upgrade, but then right after I bought this one, it was really funny. I'll just show it next. The one boxed set that I didn't have for Rock Raiders was the Granite Grinder, and so I was looking to get that one, and I actually found, if I can open this without damaging it. Wow, it's like triple wrapped in here. This is crazy. Like even the outer wrapping. Oh, this is so cool. There we go. So it's actually sealed. And this was like, I want to say it was like $65. And it's incredible. So this one, since I have the like better condition used one, I'll probably just leave it sealed. Because really the only reason I wanted it was to have the box so I could display it, because like I have the 7 other Rock Raiders boxes, and it just seemed kind of stupid to not get the last one. And since this was basically the price of a used one in box, I figured I might as well just keep it sealed. So it's got a little bit of like a compression up there on the top, but overall, I mean, for the age, this is like a 25-year-old box. This is real nice, especially for the price. So I was stoked to find that. So we'll probably keep that one sealed just as a display piece. Same thing with my Rapid Rider box. That one's sealed, and since I already have it loose, no real reason to open it. Yes, stonks. We're gonna sit on this and we're gonna sell it for $1 million. This is my retirement fund. Anyways, so last Lego sets in here. This one is the, you know what, the instructions are right here, so I'll just show you. So we've got the 2 Dino Attack sets that I didn't have, and that was the Raptors that I was showing you earlier. So these guys. It was the sets without the dinosaurs. Thankfully, I already had this Raptor just loose. I don't know where I got it, but I've had it forever. And then the little lizard guys I just got off Bricklink, so those were real cheap. And the lot of sets as well was super cheap. I think it was $20 for both sets. Without the dinos, is like, even still, that's a good deal. And since I already had the expensive dino, it just made a lot of sense to do. So there is the Humvee. And it looks like these stickers are okay. Some of them might be worth replacing, but thankfully even the stickered parts in these themes are pretty cheap, so if I do need to get some replacements there, it's not too bad. It also included one of every figure, which this set's only would have had 2, so that's just like bonus, which is cool. So yeah, that is the Dino Attack. All right, so I think that's 10 of the 11 orders, which means that we are on to the grand finale here, which is this one. And I'm very, very nervous to see the condition that this arrived in. So we'll try to get it lower so you can see. Hopefully the camera doesn't fall. Judging on the condition that everything else has been wrapped, I think it'll be perfectly fine. But this is what shocked the shipping like through the roof, was just because this is so large. And it's very light. I mean, this is practically nothing in here. This is like a once in a lifetime find. I can't believe that I saw this, and I can't believe that it was as cheap as it was when I saw it. So this was like an instant buy. Trying not to damage it because it is fabric in here. I also don't even see like where the seam on this box is, so that makes it more difficult. You know what? It might just be the end cap here. Yeah, I think that was it. Oh, I see. I see. It's right down the center. There we go. I'm a magician. That is so much packaging. All for this. So that's what they put inside. So let's take a look. Yeah, the packaging on all this is so excessive. I love it. Love it. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's amazing. You know, I'm just going to cut it because I don't want to risk damaging this. Yeah, it looks like it's got little metal clips on it, so it looks like those are getting caught on the bubble wrap, so get all the bubble wrap off. Just building suspense, so you have to wonder what this is. One of the cases where maybe they wrapped it too well. There we go. Oh, I'm so excited. All right. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Unreal. Hold on, I gotta find like a way to hang this. I didn't even think about the fact that I would have to have somewhere to put this. Can't even see the whole thing. Look at that. It's literally like 6 feet tall. I can't even get it in the frame. You know what? Here, I'll lay it on the ground just so we can see the whole thing. Gotta get all my other garbage that I was putting on the floor here. Wow. I literally, like, this room isn't even big enough. Okay, I think we got it laid out. We're going to turn this around. Might have to work with the little like metal pole that's in there right now. Just don't want to rip this, trying to be real careful. All right. Look at that. So I think I'm probably going to put this like on the door, on the, inside door of my Lego room. This is just incredible. I love this. Look, it's even got the little prototype scorpion there with the solid stud. I bet there's probably other instances of weird stuff like that going on here. Anyways, so that's my order. That's everything I got. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. This is the thing that was like, oh man, I gotta do this. I'll pay whatever it costs to get that to my house, basically. So, very stoked about this. So, thank you all for watching.